Welcome back, Waynesider fans, to a story that's torn through the WWE universe like a Hollywood scandal straight out of the ring. Tonight, we delve into the heartbreaking revelation: The Miz filing for divorce after discovering his wife Maryse caught cheating with a former WWE superstar. This isn't just tabloid fodder, it's a raw unraveling of a power couple's empire, built on fame, family, and fragile trust. Settle in as we trace the emotional undercurrents of power, pressure, and silent resentments that led to this devastating end. The Miz, Mike Mizanin, rose from reality TV obscurity to WWE superstardom, his Hollywood persona a shield against the doubters who called him a mid-card joke. Married to Maryse Ouellet since 2014, they became the ultimate it couple, blending wrestling grit with red carpet glamour. Their life seemed scripted for success. 2 daughters, Monroe and Madison, a reality show, Miz and Mrs., that showcased their blended family. But power in WWE isn't just titles, it's the relentless spotlight that turns personal lives into public property, amplifying every whisper into a roar. Maryse, the former Divas champion, traded the ring for motherhood after her pregnancies, but her influence lingered as the Miz's on-screen partner and real-life anchor. Their bond, forged in WWE's pressure cooker, was a beacon for fans, a couple who navigated the Rhodes chaos together. Yet, the power they wielded as a unit came with immense pressure. The Miz's constant travel for matches and movies left Maryse holding the fort in Cleveland, her resentment building silently as she balanced parenting with the shadow of her husband's fame. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. The emotional history of their marriage is one of highs shadowed by strain. From their 2014 wedding in the Bahamas to welcoming Monroe in 2018 and Madison in 2020, they projected perfection. But behind the scenes, the pressure mounted. The Miz's ego-driven promos often blurred into real life, his Alistair arrogance a defense against critics who said he rode Maryse's coattails. Maryse, once a fierce competitor, felt sidelined, her silent resentment festering as she managed their brand while he chased spotlights. WWE's demands exacerbated the cracks. The couple's Miz TV segments highlighted their chemistry, but off-camera, the grind wore thin. Maryse's hiatus from wrestling to focus on family was noble, but it left her isolated, resenting the business that stole her husband nightly. The Miz, ever the performer, poured energy into feuds with stars like John Morrison and Shane McMahon, his power as a veteran heel masking the emotional toll of a home life pulling apart at the seams. Silent resentments simmered in their dynamic. The Miz's Hollywood pursuits, films like the Marine series, took him away for weeks, leaving Maryse to handle the kids and media scrutiny alone. Fans adored their Total Divas cameos, but insiders whispered of arguments over priorities, Maryse feeling like a supporting actress in her own story. The pressure to maintain the it couple facade was immense, a power play that demanded smiles for the cameras while doubts eroded their foundation. Backstage, the locker room saw the signs. Fellow wrestlers like Zack Ryder, a longtime friend, noticed the Miz's distraction during rehearsals, his jokes forced. Maryse, when she appeared at events, carried attention that spoke volumes. The power imbalance in WWE, where male stars like The Miz command main events while women like Maryse fade into managerial roles, fueled her quiet frustration. Silent resentments toward the industry's gender gaps echoed in her private conversations, a pressure cooker ready to explode. The Miz's family legacy added another layer. Coming from a blended household, himself, his parents divorced, step-siblings in the mix, he vowed to break the cycle for Monroe and Madison. But the irony stung. His relentless schedule mirrored the absences that scarred his childhood. Maryse, from a close-knit Quebec family, resented the isolation, her pressure mounting as she shielded the girls from the cracks. Their power as a WWE family was enviable, yet it amplified the emotional weight of every missed milestone. The couple's reality show captured glimpses of tension, playful spats over chores that hinted at deeper divides. The Miz thrived on the adulation, his power as a talker and entertainer sustaining him, but Maryse's resentment grew from feeling undervalued. She traded championships for diapers, only to watch him cash in on their joint fame. Silent pressures built. Therapy sessions whispered about in Hollywood circles, attempts to reconnect amid tour dates that always intervened. WWE storylines bled into reality, blurring lines dangerously. The Miz's on-screen betrayals, feuds where trust was shattered, mirrored home life. Maryse's occasional returns, like at WrestleMania 33 alongside Nikki Bella and John Cena, reignited her fire, but the pressure to perform as the perfect wife overshadowed her spark. Silent resentments toward The Miz's ego, his insistence on being the star, created a chasm, their emotional history a tale of love tested by the unforgiving ring. The locker room became a sounding board. Veterans like Chris Jericho, who'd navigated his own marital strains, advised The Miz to prioritize home. But the power of WWE's machine pulled him back. Endorsements, title chases, Miz TV guests that kept him in the spotlight. Maryse's isolation bred resentment. She confided in friends like Eve Torres about feeling like a single parent in a celebrity marriage. The pressure was palpable, a slow burn threatening to consume their fairy tale. Their daughters, innocent in the storm, amplified the stakes. Monroe's ballet recitals, Madison's first words, The Miz missed them for flights to Saudi Arabia, his power as a global star a double-edged sword. Maryse's silent resentment manifested in passive digs during interviews, her smiles strained. The emotional history was rich with love, vows to weather the road together, but the pressure of fame eroded it, leaving a family on the brink. Halfway through this agonizing unraveling, the betrayal struck like a skull-crushing finale to the gut. It was a humid night in Los Angeles, after a Miz TV taping with a former WWE rival as guest. The Miz, suspicious from weeks of Maryse's late nights and evasive texts, hired a private investigator. The report arrived via encrypted email. Photos of Maryse in a compromising embrace with Zack Ryder, the former WWE Tag Team star and longtime friend, at a discreet hotel. The affair, spanning months, shattered everything: their trust, their power couple myth, their family. The discovery unfolded in slow motion. The Miz, alone in his trailer, scrolled through the images, his face draining of color. Ryder, once a brother in arms from their reality-era days, had crossed the ultimate line. Maryse's texts, pieced together, revealed stolen moments during The Miz's absences, her resentment toward his neglect fueling the fire. The attack wasn't physical but devastating, an emotional ambush that left The Miz reeling, confronting her in a tear-streaked argument that echoed through their home. Word leaked hours later, a TMZ blind item that exploded online. The Miz, ever the showman, cancelled appearances, his silence deafening. Maryse, caught in the flash of paparazzi, fled to her family in Canada, leaving the girls with nannies. The betrayal's climax wasn't just infidelity, it was the realization that their power had blinded them to the fractures. Ryder's involvement a knife twist from a trusted ally. The emotional aftermath crashed like a wave. The Miz filed for divorce the next morning in Los Angeles County, citing irreconcilable differences, but insiders knew the truth burned deeper. Custody battles loomed, the girls' future a battleground. Maryse's public apology on Instagram was raw, admitting her pain led to poor choices, but The Miz's response was ice-cold silence, his hurt manifesting in withdrawn promos where his heel persona cracked. Backstage whispers swirled like smoke in guerrilla position. Wrestlers like Dolph Ziggler, Ryder's ex-partner, confronted him in a heated exchange, loyalty fracturing. Triple